Hi everyone, welcome back to my hairstyle magazine. Marguerite here. I'm going to talk about a little bit of a touchy subject. It's about autism, and I'm not trying to tell you how to raise your kids or anything like that. I just want to give you guys an idea of how to give you guys the best possible experience at the hair salon for your autistic child. So that's what this video is about, and I'm gonna try my best to, not hurt anybody's feelings, but I might, because I'm being straightforward and honest. So if you don't like that, maybe click away, but I'm gonna be straightforward and honest. I'm a professional hairstylist. I've been cutting hair for many years, and I was actually recently working at a children's hair salon, so I see a constant pattern of a lot of autistic kids that go in there, and I wanted to share that pattern with you guys so you guys could get an idea of what I see on an everyday basis and how you can have the best experience as a parent with an autistic child for you and your whole family. Because, okay, I've seen it all. Okay, so here we go. There's two types of autistic kids that I see. There's the kind that are autistic, and then there's the kind that are spoiled and autistic. So you might have a spoiled kid, you might have an autistic kid, but if you have both, if one kid is both autistic and spoiled, then it's going to be a mess at the hair salon. It's just going to be tears, and the parents are going to feel like crap, the kid's going to feel like crap, and it's just going to be an awful experience for the hairstylist, the parents, the family, everything. It's going to ruin your whole day. So what I noticed are the kids that, of course, if your kid's a baby, you're going to want to hold the baby. And as the baby's getting a haircut, that's normal. But you don't want to spoil the kid. And I understand if the kid is autistic, you're going to give it special attention. You're going to feel like you have to spoil the kid so that, because you feel sorry for him because he has autism or she has autism. Like, perfect example, my grandmother, she had 10 kids, and there was one kid that had issues with colic or something like that. And she spoiled that one kid and never spanked him. And all the other kids, she spanked. This is back in the day. And that one kid grew up, and he just was didn't listen to her his whole life. And he was a big, a big problem, I want to say. I'm sure my family is listening to this, but it's the truth. This is what she told me. And all the other kids listened to her growing up and stuff like that, except for that one kid that she babied because he had health issues. And so I understand you love your kid. Every parent in the salon loves their kid. But what I noticed with the successful experiences that I've seen are the ones where the kid is in the chair, gonna get a haircut, and the parent or parents, I'm talking about single moms. It doesn't matter if you're a single mom, if you have the mom and the dad in the household. I've seen it all. If the parent sits their kid in the seat to get a haircut, and then the parent takes off to the to go across the street for Starbucks while the kid's getting a haircut, or goes into the waiting area and leaves their kid alone with me or the stylist, their kid acts like a little adult. They deal with it, and they handle it like an adult. They handle it very maturely. For the parents that have a horrible experience are the ones where the kid's crying, I don't want a haircut, and they're elbowing me and punching me and moving their head. They don't want a haircut. And what does the parent do? The ones that are spoiled, they go, and I'm talking about autistic kids too. They have a hard time, and the parent goes, oh honey, don't cry. If oh, you're crying. Oh, do you want a cake pop from Starbucks? Oh, do you want a toy? Oh, do you want this? They're trying to get the kid to stop. It's yeah, your kid's gonna keep crying because he knows he's gonna get a cake pop if he cries. He knows he's gonna get a toy if he cries. He knows. He's like excited for all that crap. You know, he's looking forward to it, and he knows he'll get that stuff if he cries. But the parents that just like, you know, they just treat your kid like an adult, they're gonna act like an adult. You treat your kid like a spoiled brat, they're gonna act like a spoiled brat. I understand about, you know, you want to give your kids the best. Every parent in there loves their kid. I know this, but it's a pattern I see, a same pattern over and over again. The parents that leave and go to the waiting area, their kid acts maturely. The kids that they're crying and the parent is like on their knees practically like begging them like, oh, I'll give you this if you know, I'm so sorry you're crying, I'll give you this after the haircut. Then you're going to have a horrible experience every time because they're going to look forward to that treat after they cry. So it's just a constant pattern I see, and that goes for, and so I want to talk about the autistic kids that aren't spoiled. I've seen the worst case autistic children. I knew this kid was very autistic. He hated haircuts, and he would cry, you know, and I feel bad, you know, but he wouldn't kick my butt while I was cutting his hair. He was like really trying to hold still for me. He was trying his best, and it was so difficult for him because he has autism. But I told the mom, I said, you know what? I know he has, you know, a difficult case of autism, but I will tell you, I could tell he is trying to help me, you know, cut his hair. He's trying his best to allow me to cut his hair, and he would stay completely still, and he was really, really trying. And even though the experience was like, you know, difficult, it was the best possible outcome that he wasn't spoiled, because then he was like sitting as still as he could, and we were like both telling him, like, she goes, yeah, you know, and his brother has autism too, and I go, oh, I'm so sorry, but the kid was acting as maturely as he could dealing with autism. I'm telling you, I see a difference in the autistic kids that aren't spoiled and autistic kids that are spoiled, and then the autistic kids that are, you know, like what I just said, I'm sorry. The autistic kids that are spoiled and the autistic kids that aren't spoiled, I see a difference. And you will too if you don't spoil your child. So I recommend, you know, treating your kid to cake pops and stuff when they do good things, when you're proud of them, for positive behavior, not negative behavior. If they're crying, don't reward them for crying. Reward them for not crying. You know what I mean? Or don't baby them at all. And I've seen like close to teenage autistic kids acting like the parents were, you know, there was a case where there was a family in there, a husband and a wife, and they were fed up, but their kid was practically a teenager, and he had autism, and he was acting like worse than the toddlers in the place. And it was because they were constantly like, the parents were right on him, treating him like he was a baby. They were treating him like he was a baby, you know, like, oh, you can't have the iPad, or I'll take the iPad away from you. Just, you know, telling them, you can't do this, you know, don't take away the iPad. I'll give you the iPad if you know, stop crying, give you the iPad, you know, and I felt there's nothing wrong with these parents. Every parent that comes in are great. They love their kids. They're nice to me. They do the best that they can, but they're not seeing the pattern that I'm seeing. So that's what made me want to make this video, is to tell you guys the pattern. Whether your kid's autistic, not autistic, don't spoil your kids. You'll get the best outcome out of life raising children if you just don't spoil them. Whatever health issues they have, that should be, you know, aside from, just don't spoil them. You don't have to spoil your kids. I keep saying it, but it's because I kept seeing it over and over and over again. So I'm saying it, you know. Yeah, they might have autism, and, you know, I'm sorry, but don't make life worse by making them spoiled too. So that's what this video is about. You'll get the best possible outcome and again, my nephew, he's in his 20s now, but he was autistic, and he hated me cutting his hair, and I felt bad, you know, but his mom didn't spoil him, but his dad did. And so he would cry during his haircuts because he had a parent that spoiled him. But he kind of like averaged out because his mom didn't spoil him. And I know my sister's going to see this, but it's the truth. And yeah, just it helps when you don't spoil your kid. And I'm telling you, I got like elbowed and hurt by kids, you know, when they're spoiled, whether they have autism or not. It's worse when they have autism though. But anyways, I'm sorry if this video, if I stepped on any toes, but I'm just telling you like it is. I'm telling you the truth of what I see every day at the hair salon. I work at a children's hair salon, but no matter what, you know, I treat the kids as sweet as I can. And I just wish I could have this talk when I'm telling you guys. I wish I could tell it to every parent. I'm not going to tell them how to raise their kids. I don't have time. I got to cut hair and then move on to the next one. But I feel so sorry for these parents. They love their kids and they don't know what to do. And this is what I see on a constant pattern. Anyway, so I just wanted to put this video out there. Sorry I rambled on, but it was kind of a rant too. But just a helpful rant to let you guys know, you know, I don't spoil your kids. Love your kids, give them everything they need. But life will be a lot easier if you treat your kid like an adult and like you treat them with respect, you treat them like an adult, they're going to treat you with respect and act maturely. That's what I noticed. So I just wanted to give you guys that information. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.